Ay, look, before you ask, girl, I'm down for whatever, You ain't gotta say it, I know I do it better, Loving you like ain't nobody out on my level up. I'ma give it to you like it's now or it's never,
Hey, come over, babe, let me do something. I know you need this escape, boy. I'm in love with you all day by my side. You got my heart out. I'm so. You're not respecting me. You the moon.
Confident, vibrant, and quirky with an edge, this is 10 Minutes with Tiffany J. 10 Minutes with Tiffany J features the inside scoop as she juggles the world around her, a 9-to-5, along with a handful of gifts and talents that will blow your mind. All things Tiffany J on her website at MissTiffanyJ.com. Now, let's get into the show. Good morning. It is July 25th. Monday, 2022, 8:42 a.m. And I am doing my usual 35 to 45 minute drive to work. It's been a while since I've been on the podcast. The last 2 episodes were, just about the Fleet DJ conference. And typically when I'm on those trips, I try to capture the behind-the-scenes stuff. But I said, I'm actually going to be in the moment. And then the one before that was actually capturing my grandfather's funeral. Just to, it opened up with, I think it was like Amazing Grace or The Solid Rock. And it was beautifully played by one of the gentlemen at the church. So I had to get that. It was just such a beautiful send-off. So I'm okay. Everyone's okay. I spoke to my grandmother yesterday. She calls, and I told her, call me anytime you need. And I got to finish. We're writing our letters to, everyone who sent their condolences. And, she says she's going to miss him, and she misses him. And I said, I don't think that will ever change. You've lived basically your entire life with this gentleman, with this man. You probably married him when you was 20, and then the rest of your life, because she's 82. So, yeah, she married him when she was 20, and the rest of her life, up until this point. So it's only been a little bit more than a month, you guys. We went to the cemetery on the 14th, and that was cool. Everybody was in good spirits. And then I duo messaged my aunt, and we all were together, and then we prayed and we went out to eat. And then not only from that moment, but even during the passing, I haven't been listening as much as I should to the spirit. And since the passing, that's been the main thing that's been on my mind, on my heart. Whatever God tells you to do, you need to do it right then and there and immediately, because you don't know what the effect could be. If you have somebody on your mind, you might need to pray for them, reach out to them, say, I'm checking on you, whatever the case is. If he tells you to go hug somebody, go hug somebody. Not somebody, anybody, but whoever he's telling you to hug, that type of thing. So I've been on that, and I've been seeing great results. I'm just trying to stay within the will of God to me, which is like a hedge of protection. And as long as you remain in there, you're where you're supposed to be. The will moves and changes, and you have to be attentive to where he's telling you to go and what he's telling you to do. If you slip and you go outside of his will, it's okay. He's a good, forgiving, merciful, gracious God, and he's got your back. Sometimes we do things deliberately, and sometimes we get tripped up, and whatever, but it's okay. So I've had my fair share of all of those things, and I'm just thankful that he loves me enough to know that I actually am trying. I'm trying to be better. I'm actually trying to figure this thing out. And I can tell you guys that the place that I'm in now, I never thought I would get back to, and even better than I was about 2 months ago. But I actually am. I am back to, and I'm better than I was. I'm in a good space. One of my good friends, Jerome, he could see it too. Even from when he first met me way back when, some years ago at the university, Michael's. He was saying how there was something that was dormant inside of me, and I pretty much have tapped into it, and it's coming out and it's alive for everybody to see. So yes, thank you for peeping that. I thank you for people who are just, they're present and they watch you. And I think at the particular state that I'm in right now is I need peers and a support system of people that can pour into me to help me get to like where I'm going, and to help me, like I'm a thinker, I'm an analyzer. I like to think, I like to process, and just think about the way the world works and why the world works the way that it does, or why people do the things that they do. I like to sit and talk about that, and it really helps me understand how I should relate to others or be in this world, in this realm, and wherever we are. So I enjoy having those conversations. So the people that I've connected with over the years, when we get to have those deep conversations, I thank you. I enjoy you. Work has been great. I'm training new people. I'm also being there for my coworkers as far as being a support. So I've been thinking about them and making sure that they are doing okay with their families. People that I've seen online that I haven't had a chance to speak to, I see you, and I'm thinking about you, and you guys are doing amazing things. I really enjoyed the Fleet DJ conference this go round because to me it felt like home. The Fleet DJs are definitely like a family, and although there's friendly competition to get your stats and everything up, just like it is, I feel like, in music, as long as you don't take it too seriously where it's like, yo, it's personal and you cross boundaries and lines. If you're not doing that, it's great friendly competition, and I just love it. I love the love. And one of the things that I want to work on, of course, is my social media presence, which can be awesome and a little scary at the same time. I'm going to piggyback on that, but I want to work on that, and I have music that I could put out, but what's most important is the presentation, the rollout, the promotion, the marketing of whatever I decide the next project that I'm going to put out. So that next visual that I want as far as representation for whatever song I decide, I don't want to say, okay, we're going to release a song on this date and then take like 2 weeks to only work on the video. I think I want to take some time, maybe like a month or two. You got Chris Brown, who just came out with an album and, about to go on tour, and it's been 2 years. Like, music is not necessarily, like, when you're a true musician, it's not necessarily, it is a product, but it's your life's work. It's your art. It's your craft. And when you truly understand that, you're embodying those principles, those qualities of who you are. And so that people can look back and they can learn from your legacy that you're leaving behind. And that's a lot of my music, pretty much what I've gone through, because I write my own material. So let's piggyback onto the social media. The scary thing about that, I was talking to a friend last night after we went to the movies to see Note. Sometimes I'll share this at most on my Facebook. I'll get at most, if I got something going on, the most that I've seen was 500 views on the story, and then the most on my IG was 180 something, close to 200. And that, to me, that was a little overwhelming, a little nerve-wracking. And then I'm like, who is looking? Who's watching? It's too much, guys. No, God, please. But with what I'm trying to do, yes, it's going to come with the territory. And sometimes I watch and I'm like, okay, it's people from school, people from church, people I hadn't seen in years, and they're like, okay, she's coming up, she's doing her thing. But it's scary. And so with that, I keep that in mind, and I keep all things personal, all things that are very private, I keep them to myself. If I choose to share a private moment, like I did with my surgery, that I deliberately did that because I knew it could help others. And I was unaware of how fibroids affected women in general. So I thought that was good, and it definitely, its purpose was met. So, but anything that's my family, relationship type stuff, I'm only going to talk to you guys if something is happening to me in my life from a positive mindset and how I learned from it, how I grew. But I don't think I'm ever going to come up here bawling, crying. Well, maybe I did the episode with my dog. That was different. But I'm always trying to come from a healthy space, But all things that I want to protect, you'll probably never even see. You'll never see online. Just to say that. Knowing the space that I'm walking into. And I've always been like that. Been very, very private because of how dangerous it could be once you put something online. So I keep that in mind. So as I continue to like, share, subscribe, and I'm trying to get back on my monthly blog rather, back onto my podcast, which are just, inner workings and thoughts of what I'm thinking about, what I'm going through, just so you can see, okay, she's still alive, she's still out there, she's doing her thing, So my 10 minutes is about up. I am about to be at work in the next 15 minutes, probably 20. I'm late though. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening and being a support, and let's live this journey of life together. All right, take care. Bye. That was another edition of 10 Minutes with Tiffany J. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Now you can get more episodes on my website at www.misstiffanyj.com. But don't stop there. Hop on over to the music tab and check out your favorite Tiffany J record, starting with my latest singles, Work For It and Callin' Me, which is on all digital platforms. Also with a bomb video showcase on YouTube featuring the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, y'all, this is for the few people that I rock with, and if you want to connect with any of them for their expertise in their craft, hit me up so that I can link you. First, I want to shout out my indie label 646 Entertainment Group. It's a one-stop shop for the ultimate music experience, artist development, engineering, road management, business awareness on how to properly release your songs, get royalties, and more. Next, I want to shout out No Gossip, Just Talk with Tanisha and Mitra, who inspired me to step outside of my comfort zone and start this podcast. I pop up every now and then with a topic, and we have a blast with Girl Talk 101. Special attention needs to be drawn to my boy, Sarian, for answering my prayers and becoming a part of my journey musically and beyond. More to come as life unfolds. I'll save some for later. Now, my jewel, no pun intended, is my accountability partner, who has the exact same mind as me. When we link, things happen in the atmosphere. I am so glad we crossed paths. Angel, my love, you are an inspiration. Dance fitness is a lifestyle, and you do it with such ease. If anyone wants to be fit, curvy, wavy, let me know. We can get our dance craze on with Angel. She's also one of the guests of No Gossip, Just Talk, so make sure you check her out there. Last but not least for now, the Purple Charlotte Steppers Club, which embodies an entire dance community of some of the best people I've met on the planet. You'll see me live there Thursday at 6:30 on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram with the Purple Thursday Experience. Now, if you listening to this need ad space and want to join the platform, DM me and we'll discuss membership so that we can get your business out there. Reserve your spot is next with Purple Charlotte Steppers Club. You all take care.
What's up, Dance World? This your boy Herschel KG. This beautiful lady is.
I'm Tiffany J.
If you missed out last week, you do not want to miss out this week because last week was lit.
Amazing. So if you want to be in the building, make sure you go to purplecharlotte.com. Reserve your spot.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you can't make it, it's all right because you can go to Purple Charlotte Steppers Club on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And do what?
Join us live.
6:30 on Thursdays. We'll see you there, okay? We your hosts, Tiffany J.
Herschel KG.
Uh.
Deuces.
We'll see you there.